Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. To take a look at the Celtics, they're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And of course, New York, they're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And you know, for the Celtics, they're locked into a top spot. Definitely happy they're above the play-in game. And boy, they've worked hard to be in this position.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, we've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And the sand has basically run out on the proverbial timer. At this point, Greg, you're either in or you're out.
Yeah, for most teams, the future is certain. It's the playoffs or 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Teams are either building for the future or liking what they've got.
Well, White is a solid athlete. He's more than capable of getting up for these kind of throwdowns.
To the paint, out to Bridges. Fades away. And Boston with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
So it's the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Out to Brunson. For the 3, the shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
Tatum's shot is off. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Anunoby outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Pass to Towns. Fader on the way. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Wow, look at the soft touch from Towns. Great execution there from the mid-range.
Outside Tatum. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And Brown throws it down.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Tatum following the basket by Jaylen Brown.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Now, here's Bridges. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Brunson, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Brown wide open, he fires. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Anunoby passes to Hart. And here is Bridges. It's Hart on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Anunoby. Bangs home the trifecta.
And and their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Brown. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Now, here's Hart. Back to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Now, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Now, here's Brown. He had 35 points last game out. Tatum finds Vucevic. It doesn't go for him. Towns with the defensive effort. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
New York leading by 7. Bridges dishes to Towns. He gets it in there. Towns has got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Celtics have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. The 3 from Tatum. Tries again. Vucevic. And the basket by Hauser.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Alvarado. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. New York moving it around. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Here's Pritchard. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And checking out some numbers for Derek White.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Gonzalez, he's checked in for White. Anunoby outside. And Anunoby slams it in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Walsh following the score by New York. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. The Knicks leading by 8. Clarkson with the ball. Out to Bridges. It's stolen by Gonzalez. Jumps up. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Here's Shireman, still without a basket. Driving in. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And that one, good.
and they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Clarkson scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Using that speed of his on the drive, Clarkson just so elusive when he puts it on the floor.
16 feet away, and so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
They've got Landry Shamet. Robinson is out there with Towns. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Alvarado in at the point. There, the group New York will start the second one.
What a slam by the 6'3" Clarkson, showing he's still got some ups.
So it's the Celtics now, following the score by New York. Pass to Vucevic, the 3, sinks the triple.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Kevin, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Pass to Walsh. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here is Robinson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Shot from 12. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Vucevic.
Well, when the moment is right, Vucevic can be an effective spot-up shooter.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Jalen Brunson is checked in for Jose Alvarado. Jalen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. The Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Brunson. Puts up a deep 3. New York, no good that time either. It's stolen by Vucevic. Tatum against Towns. Brown outside. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Brunson. Boston grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, look, those careless fouls will drive a coach nuts. You've got to be disciplined and tied together to have success.
And here's Towns, following Jalen Brown's 3. There's the steal. 3 on 3. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Tatum launches it from deep. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Brunson the pass to Towns. The tray. And Brunson the basket on the assist by Towns. Brunson's got 6.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly. And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Here's Brunson, flips it on the wing, fires for three, another three for New York. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you've got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Pass to Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. A different look for New York. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Towns. OG Anunoby comes in for Landry Shamet. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Now here's Brunson. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Atlanta. Robinson kicks to Hart. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. And that one is good. Brunson's got his third basket of the night right there.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Brown. And there are the Celtics with another basket. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
And the Celtics with possession here after New York gets the three.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by White. Inside. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 27 points a game, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Absolutely. I wish I had 2 or 3 like him coming off the bench when I was coaching. If I did, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you guys.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Now from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Those are their three-point percentages for the last 10 games. Well, you look at Pritchard, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
And when your one can hit threes himself, makes the offense so tough to stop.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now, here's Anunoby. He had 22 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Brown fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Back to Bridges. There's the triple. The rebound by Cada. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Brown. Over in the corner, White. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the length of White is kind of surprising. He's got about a 6'8" wingspan, and that helps him down low.
Anunoby finds Hart. Now, here is Robinson. And taken away by Brown. Unable to get that one. And we finish one half of basketball. New York ahead, up 7. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm joined by Coach Missoula. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's two great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Boston Celtics.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. Papa No Look 3 is curious as to whether Shaq could have made it as a stretch 5.
Look, there's an easy way to answer that. Shaq, how many threes did you make in your NBA career?
One more than everybody watching at home.
Good point. But then they didn't answer. How many dunks did you have? Stretch 5? No, we're going inside the big fella.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So it's Boston now. 7-point differential. We've now got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Karl Anthony Towns. Allie, what have they told you?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Knicks. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Despite the longer time frame for a full recovery, the training staff is letting him play. We'll be keeping you updated as we hear more, but for now, he's not going to let this slow him down.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update. And of course, you never like to see any kind of injury.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
On the floor for Boston. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Towns throws it down.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 9 points. And here's Tatum for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got 9.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Brown. 11 points in the game. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough
as anyone in our league.
Hart, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To the inside. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Tatum.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Brunson the pass to Hart. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. By the screen, there's Brown with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
Lots of development work has gone into Brown's 3-pointer.
Pass to Hart from outside the arc. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket coming off a pretty pass.
The 3 from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. And now look at Jason Tatum. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Bridges outside. Here's Hart. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Kevin?
Thank you, Allie. Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Towns kicks to Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Count it. Anunoby's got 12.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Tatum.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Brunson the pass to Hart. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Tatum. Brown outside. Down low, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Pass to Tatum. For the lead, it's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks are gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Brunson finds Bridges. Back to Brunson, the 3-ball. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Back to White. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brunson the bounce pass. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Back to Hart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now it's a 6-point New York lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Landry Shamet comes in for OG Anunoby. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Pritchard. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Outside, Gonzalez. Pass to Vucevic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night. Now Alvarado. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. To the middle, here's Hart, and he converts the layup. Hart's got 22.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. Pass to Shireman. Outside Gonzalez. Now Pritchard takes a three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs him.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Shamet the pass to Hart. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hart's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Vucevic.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
What a performance from Josh Hart. He has been the story for the Knicks. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Mitchell Robinson out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Shamet in at the small forward spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Celtics trail by 6. Pritchard with a wide open look. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Pass to Alvarado. Now here's Towns. Clarkson for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that 3.
The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the basket by Alvarado.
Well, look, Towns is not just a scorer. He's a willing and capable playmaker as well.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Alvarado. Shamet kicks to Clarkson. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, this is Clarkson's role. He looks to score in a multitude of ways.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He has decided it's the right time to talk. A different look for New York. Diawara's checked in, and Miles McBride subbed in for Landry Shamet. Celtics also with a sub. Brown's checked in. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Brown. Shoots over Alvarado. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Brown.
Offense is coming easy and often for Brown tonight. He is dialed in. They should keep giving it to him.
And here's Brunson outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
McBride passes to Alvarado. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Tatum. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. Tatum's got 24 points.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Now here's Towns. Launches it. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Back to Alvarado. Here's McBride. And again, it's a New York 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The kick out to Brown. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Runs in the pass to McBride. Here's Diawara. Brunson outside. It's intercepted. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. To the inside. Here's Diawara. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
Brunson outside. From the arc. Drained from outside.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a ride.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Boston making a switch here.
Substitution on the floor.
4-point game. Here's Brown. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it misses. Boston's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. No good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Tatum fires. The shot is off.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And get the 3. Celtics trail by 4. And stolen by Hart. Thompson with it. He's picked up by White. Now down. Oh, the slam dunk.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you defend Towns as the screener in this action. He can slip, roll, pop out.
Outside Tatum. A three-pointer. Good.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
Towns the screen. From outside. Outside Bridges for three. Knocks down the three.
And we continue to see Bridges stepping up as a leader. That's a big-time finish.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. What a big-time bucket. Tatum stepping up as a leader and coming through for his team.
Here's Bridges. Takes the three. That shot no good. They get a hand on it and stolen by Hart. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And good that time.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
Jason Tatum. The three is off. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Second team foul. Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Now White shoots the three. Rebounded by Anunoby. Hart fires. So it's New York picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big. For a team that shoots threes like they do, it's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Josh Hart.